Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's 𝗙𝗶𝗍𝗀 here. Thanks for coming. As always, for the subscribers, thank you so much for being here and loving the channel. It really means a lot. Happy New Month. And Happy New Month means crazy things that are happening around the world. Watch this clip, come back, and let's talk about it.
The presiding officer, my colleague from the state of Illinois, has legislation which addresses one aspect of that. Her bill, and I hope I describe it accurately, says that if you're an undocumented person in this country and you can pass the physical and the required test, background test, the like, you can serve in our military, and if you do it honorably, we will make you citizens of the United States. Do we need that? Do you know what the recruiting numbers are at the Army and the Navy and the Air Force? They can't reach their quotas each month. They can't find enough people to join our military forces. And there are those who are undocumented who want the chance to serve and risk their lives for this country. Should we give them the chance? I think we should.
The United States Army and Air Force are ramping up their efforts to attract legal immigrants as they face recruiting challenges. Using pamphlets, social media, and targeted outreach in inner cities, they are deploying recruiters with similar cultural backgrounds to connect with potential recruits. Despite the additional security screening and language assistance required, tapping into the legal immigrant population provides valuable support, even as the Army, Air Force, and Navy anticipate falling short of their recruitment goals this year.
Damn, we're really going out bad, man. Now we got Congress passing laws to say that migrants who illegally enter the country, if they join the military, they become citizens. How pathetic are we looking out here? We supposed to have the biggest, the strongest, the most elite military in the world, and we're about to fill in the ranks with a bunch of immigrants from poor countries who we don't know who they are. We don't know why they here. We don't know any of these things. How you gonna tell who they are? They could tell you anything, man. How you gonna verify who they really are? Talking about if they pass a background test. How the fuck you gonna give a background test to a nigga who you don't even know who he is? From a country, he might not even be from that country. How you gonna get him a background test, man? Not everybody dumb enough to have a criminal record. But they could just come in illegally, join the military, and become citizens like that. In a past video, I explained how I'm a passport bro, right? For y'all who don't know, that means that I left the country to get a wife. My wife has to go through so much just to get citizenship. I might as well just tell her, hey man, we're gonna take a trip to Mexico and we're gonna walk you through the border and get you a check, get you insurance, maybe sign you up in the military, and boom, citizenship. Like, this shit fucking ridiculous, man. So when people wanna come here legally, y'all make them go through the ringer. But y'all telling these people who y'all can't verify who they say they is, hey, come fight for us and we'll make you citizens. So you're going to give a whole bunch of strangers weapons, training, a skill set to fight against us. So now you're going to put them in a position in the military to where they can turn on us. Is this really what America's doing right now? Y'all fucking pathetic, man. These the people who we vote into office to serve us. How the fuck y'all serving us? Y'all serving everybody but us. It's time for me to move. I told my wife, man, I said, fuck this, man. Your country ain't no better, but I'd rather live there. At least they tell you they corrupt. At least you walk in there knowing that they corrupt. When you know who a person is, you know how to deal with them. Tired of all these sheeps and wolf clothing. Shit getting sad.
I've been hearing conversations about the Gen Z generation don't want to go and fight for the US Army because they are trying to understand that their government, their country, is a place and a country that goes on to invade every other country outside of America and acts or comes out to be a hero, but still come out to be the problem. And so I watched a clip before where some guy was talking about how they would rather go to prison than to go and waste their time, waste their life, or actually lose their life to go and fight for the United States of America. I mean, I'm not from America, so I cannot really speak much about it. But because this involves like African people, this is where I come in. So the same government of the United States of America coming out with a statement of offering green cards or citizenship to African migrants, to African people, for them to be able to go and join the US Army. The reason they are giving why they are able to offer like citizenship to African people to join the army is because the people in the USA are not fit, they are obese, they are not healthy, they are not the right people that are fit to join the US Army. So because of that, they are opening borders now. And it's crazy because I've been seeing a lot of videos circulating on how African migrants are being chased away from the Western countries because apparently they don't want us to Africanize their countries. But when it comes to the West wanting people to fight for the West, that's when they're like, you know what? We got these African people. If we can offer them citizenship, they will do anything. And it's actually going to work because even when I'm on Instagram, because I'm in my country, I see a lot of adverts. And actually, I started seeing these adverts like in 2023, like in the mid or start of 2023, I would see a lot of adverts. If you are from Uganda and you want to get citizenship in the United States of America, all you have to do is register to the US Army and yeah, the rest is history. When I saw those adverts, I was actually shocked because I had never seen anything like that ever. And I was told it is so hard for people to go and join the US Army if you have tattoos, if you are a certain kind of a person. But now that the USA is lacking in terms of the people that are able to join the US Army, it's like, you know what, it's okay, let's bring in the immigrant people. If they come and they are willing to fight for our USA, then we are going to give them citizenship. So it's like a dynamic where the USA is desperate, African people are really desperate to go to the USA. And I mean, what is the better way to get people's attention as the United States of America other than using citizenship as the gateway? And I must say, how the USA is playing this game is kind of working because now they're using platforms like TikTok. I've seen a lot of videos of African people doing Get Ready With Me as a US Navy, as a US soldier.
I'm going to show you my daily hair and makeup routine as well as discuss some of the updated Army grooming standards.
Get ready with me to go for training as Navy. Yeah, so that actually sparks a lot of attention to the African people. And if an African is going to be given an opportunity to go to the US and go away from their country, I promise you they are going to take that opportunity. And where does this leave the Black American people? This is the thing. When African people or migrants are given the opportunity to come into the USA, I'm pretty sure that bills are going to be cut differently, and the way you are probably going to be treated is not going to be that amazing, because if other people are coming in and they are able to even work for cheap, they are too desperate to get citizenship. They come from places where they would rather starve in America than to stay in their own countries. That's not going to benefit my people, the Black Americans, and that's something that you should start looking into. It's also crazy how African people are able to willingly go to fight for a country like the United States of America and not be able to stand up for their own governments, for their own countries. That shows you where we stand as people. It's this capitalist kind of society where they know how to trigger, especially Africans. And it's like African people are just seen as labor people. Like when it comes to us doing other things, they don't really need as much. Am I shocked? Not really. Is it shocking? Kind of. But then it also shows you how a lot of us as African people are so much desperate that we are able to go and be literally slaves, as willingly to be that, and even willing to die for countries that have been coming to invade our own countries, that have been coming to sponsor our own governments for us not to even stay in our countries, but then come out and offer these small, these tiny, these gaslight kind of offers like citizenship of the US, but then they don't even want to leave your African country to prosper for you to stay in your country. And I read a lot of comments on this video. A lot of African people were desperate, like you don't know how desperate they were, asking how to apply, how long does it take, what does it take. That shows you where we stand as people. And this is how they are able to control us, because if you are able to give desperate people some kind of options for them to feel like they are somehow or somewhat away from oppression, that is the right way. And who are the better people to do that to? African people, Black people. Like, they are not able to have their own people. They are willing to go and open borders for the same people they have been chasing away from their countries. These are the same Africans that they are going to train and be sent to other countries innocently and be the face of war. Because if other people see Black men be the ones that are holding these arms and taking people down, you're not going to tell this person that it's not the Black people that are hurting other people. Make it make sense. I don't know if the veterans of army were worked on or compensated, or their families were compensated. I really don't know, but it's just crazy how our people are going to be given these opportunities for them to go risk their lives for the countries that have been coming to invade us not to stay in our countries, and making our faces be the face of something that involves this. That's the most craziest thing, and I really can't stand it. It really doesn't make sense. Where does this leave the Black American people? You guys are kind of in a trouble, because there's free labor that is going to be coming in. So instead of paying you who wants a certain kind of amount of money, I'm guessing they'll give these people that are too desperate and want to fight for countries that don't even feel or favor them in any way. But that's the world that we live in, and I feel sad that this is where we are as people. Like, we are being lured. Like, literally, they know where to press the button to get our attention, and this is it. This is it. This is it. And it's sad, really. It's really sad. Guys, let me know what you think about this. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.